gonna cook Ortiz.
Oh,
He gonna cook Ortiz just like he just got done cooking Zayas.
Look, Bradley's a former world champion, a great person. He knows how to speak well. He's done he commentated on fights for ESPN, so he's got experience on everything. Maybe it's just favoritism. Maybe it's just something to do with being, having a favorite fighter. It could be that. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying he's, I can't say because we don't know. You're wrong. Or get in a fight with Timothy Bradley.
Tim Bradley believes Jaron Boots. Ennis has what it takes to defeat Vergil Ortiz Jr., however. Robert Garcia strongly disagrees, arguing that Ortiz is the better fighter and has the tools to come out on top.
I think the opposite. I totally think the opposite. I think Vergil, look, do people forget that it was just early last year, that Vergil beat Madrimov and the way he did, and the skills that he showed, a Madrimov who almost beat Crawford, and then Vergil goes out and does what he did with Madrimov. I think not only Timothy, but a lot of people might have forgot that already.
Yeah, Boots is going to beat Ortiz, and he's going to beat him. It's going to be bad. I'm just letting y'all know.
Robert Garcia says Vergil Ortiz is the more complete fighter. He believes Ortiz's physical strength, mentality, and ability to handle tough fights would give him a clear advantage over Ennis.
Everybody was saying, I think Vergil's power and not just the power, but I think his heart, his mentality is way over Sandro Sayas. All respect to Sandro, but I think Vergil is just a much better fighter in every single aspect. I think Vergil lands the punches. Vergil just put him to sleep.
If that was Vergil in the third round, there is no fourth round.
Vergil would have finished him 100%.
Timothy Bradley praises Ennis for his complete skill set, highlighting his speed, power, versatility, and counterpunching. He believes those qualities make Ennis one of the toughest fighters in the division.
Boots is a different type of animal, man. This guy can be on his front foot. He can be on his back foot. This guy got punching power, hand speed. He got a ton of skill, counter-punching ability. I mean, Boots has all the tools in the world to give a guy like Ortiz, who is talented. Don't get me wrong. Ortiz is talented, man. He goes about his way inside that ring, and you can see how calculated and precise he is when he's inside that ring, man. That right there.
Max Kellerman believes Ennis has the talent to become the best fighter in the division. According to him, this matchup would be the perfect opportunity for Ennis to prove he belongs among boxing's elite.
If Boots is what I think he can be, he's got to clean these guys up at 54. There's nothing at 54 that's like, oh my God. That's like, for example, when Shane Mosley moved up to welterweight, Oscar De La Hoya in his prime is standing there. There's no one like that at 54. The only guy who has a chance to be like that is Boots. That's the dude who's supposed to do it. And if you're a super fighter and you're in a division with really good fighters, all divisions have good fighters, but regular good fighters, you're supposed to clean those guys up.
Yeah. Because of the talent that he has.
Yeah.
Teddy Atlas says Vergil Ortiz has developed into a much more complete fighter. He believes Ortiz now shows patience, discipline, and the ability to adjust his strategy during difficult fights.
Two confident guys, two guys with great heart. I mean, look, I say this, Vergil showed me a few fights ago that he had a dimension I didn't know he had. When he was just, going through guys, knocking them out with body shots, sinking and destroying. I don't think I knew or anyone knew that he had the ability to use his legs and box and do some boxing. He showed me that dimension. He showed me that dimension in that fight that some people thought he lost. First fight that he got tested. We didn't get a knockout with
Sergey Bohachuk.
There it is.
Terrence Crawford warns that Ennis must remain defensively responsible against a dangerous puncher like Ortiz. He believes one mistake could completely change the fight.
Like he did the last time, Ortiz gonna finish him.
Wow.
So he gotta tighten up his defense.
10 steps behind you, right?
You gotta tighten up his defense. He got to stop exchanging. I know he's faster than most. He's more explosive than most, but at the same time, he's shown in the past that he can get careless and that he's going out there just to fight, you know, and I don't think when you get higher and higher, that's going to be enough.
Eddie said this would be a massive fight, you versus him.
Sean Porter favors Ennis because of his natural adaptability. He says Ennis can adjust his style during the fight, making him much harder to predict and defeat.
He uses his speed. It's different from the way that Ortiz, I think Ortiz has to call on his speed. You know what I mean by that?
No.
So what I mean by call on his speed, like, you have guys who are just fluidly boom, 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 boom. And then you got other guys like Ortiz, fights with a lot of power, but now I gotta pull back on his power and set you up with the speed. You know, like he has to be intentional and be selective with what he chooses to punch with. And on the other side, Boots is like water, man. He goes from the speed to the power. He goes from the left to the right.
The leverage.
He goes, he switch hits, you know.
Athletic,
Yeah.
just defense.
Sean Zittel believes Ennis' movement and technical style could create serious problems for Ortiz. He feels those advantages could play a key role if they meet.
You know, it's one thing that makes me think Ennis does win that fight, even though Ortiz right now on paper is the favorite. He's been at 54 and all. When you look at how Madrimov's awkwardness and his movement in that fight made it hard for Ortiz to get off until later in the fight, Ennis can implement the same things but actually be hitting him while he's doing it.
Mikey Garcia gives Ortiz a slight edge because of his strength and toughness. Even so, he expects Ennis' skill set to keep the fight competitive from start to finish.
The 4-division champ, break down Vergil and Boots. You know Vergil, you know Boots. How does the fight go?
I think Vergil's power will be the difference. Boots has really good skills. Can't deny that. Very, very talented fighter. But the power is very, very different. Once you're in the ring, he's strong, bro. You've seen him in his last few fights. And the power is just impressive. Boots gets caught with one or two of those shots and it's gonna hurt him. I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight though. I think Boots he's got the skills to be, very, very good and competitive and then have some really good rounds, but I think Vergil's power will be the difference.
Regis Progrise believes the winner will be the fighter who successfully controls the pace and forces the other to fight their style.
Really right now.
Right now, if you were to put your money on it right now, who would you pick? Would you pick?
Right now, Vergil's he's just looking strong. You just know, I mean, of course, skills do pay the bills, and I think Boots has really, really good skills, but Vergil is a monster. He's just a dog, Sometimes, at the end of the day, like, this boxing, but sometimes it is a fight. If Boots turns that into a fight like that, and sometimes, well, not Boots, if Vergil turns into a fight, sometimes I think that he might come out victorious.
Greg Hackett says too many people are judging Ennis based on one difficult performance. He believes Ennis remains one of the most dangerous fighters in the division.
Vergil and his whole team is full of shit. They full of shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that fight was supposed to happen before the kid Xander got in there, right? Now, they see him go up in there with Xander and him so-called be hurt in the third round, and now everybody sees something. I guess y'all didn't see the part where the guy, got beat to submission in the 7th round. Here's the thing, though. Xander's a better fighter than Vergil. Vergil's easy. Vergil's going to get his ass beat bad. I'm telling you, Boots is going to torture him.
Coach Breadman believes Ennis has the style and mentality to slowly break Ortiz down over the course of the fight.
Yeah, I think the corner going to stop the fight. I think it's going to be just so brutal. Boots is meaner than he appears. I know he don't curse and he don't talk crazy and do a lot of try to be an intimidator, but he's a mean kid. I think he enjoys beating on people, but he just don't come off that way. So Sugar Ray Leonard was a killer, but he smiled a lot. So everybody didn't realize what he was until he got those big fights. I'm telling you, the kid is mean. I think there's going to be a corner stoppage somewhere between 6 and 8, and they just going to say, man, it ain't worth it.
Breadman also believes Ortiz's aggressive approach could leave him open to counters, allowing Ennis to take control as the fight progresses. Bernie the boxer respects Ortiz's abilities, but still believes Ennis would make the right adjustments and ultimately win the fight.
Everything Vergil does is 100 miles an hour. He don't fight relaxed. Even though he's probably working on that, he looked a little better against Madrimov. He's not going to be able to relax against Boots. I'm telling you, Hans, I think it's a horrible matchup for that right now. I'm not going to hide my pick because it might offend people. He is going to hurt him. You mark that down. It's not going to be as competitive as y'all think it is. It's going to be a bloodbath. He's going to hurt him, bro. I'm telling you, he's going to hurt.
Kenny Ellis expects Ortiz's pressure to create an exciting battle, but he also believes that style could give Ennis opportunities to capitalize.
Now, the thing, like I said, I think Vergil is a better version of that kid. And, you know, I don't know how Boots gets away out of that. I think he's more compact. I think he has a better punch selection as well than Xander. And the way he got hurt in that 3rd and 4th round, you know, that caused room to see that that's going to be a hell of a fight. That's going to be a hell of a fight, you know, but I think that helped Boots too, though. I think that helped him learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, he know that this kid probably a little bit better version of Xander. And, yeah, so, you know, Boots going to tighten up. He's going to tighten up. He's going to tighten up. And while that's a good fight, I'm still favoring Boots.
Sergio Mora expects a very close fight with plenty of momentum swings. He believes both fighters have the toughness to make it a true battle.
I think he'll start faster, but get caught earlier. He got more. He can
start faster.
He bring more pressure than Xander. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if he's gonna get stopped faster, but I think he'll get stopped. Boots don't have to look for him. He's gonna be right there for Boots. He don't know no other way but forward. You know what I'm saying? Boots are boxing until he catch him.
Mora also points out that both men possess fight-ending power. However, he gives Ennis a slight advantage because of his ability to defend himself during exchanges.
Vergil, on the other hand, he'll get up after getting dropped, shake his head, and put it in another gear, in a meaner gear. That can work against a mean fighter like Vergil and run into shots, especially if it buzzed. So when it does happen, hold on. It's going to be explosive. Someone's going to get knocked out. And I always pick a side, right, Mannix? I always say, oh, well, this guy's going to be the favorite. That's a legitimate 50-50.
Zab Judah praises Ortiz for consistently chasing the toughest challenges. He believes Ortiz has shown the mindset of a true champion by wanting to face the best.
Ortiz gets hit too. He gets rocked. He gets controversially knocked down as well. He would deny it, but the truth is there. We could see, we have eyes. Boots is the same way. This is the type of fight with Boots and Ortiz, when it happens, one of the biggest fights in boxing against two power punchers that are susceptibly defensively because they're so front foot. They go for the knockout. When you have knockout punchers, you're bound to get touched. The difference is Boots rolls with the shots. He takes a little bit of the steam off the shots. He knows how to use his long frame and still dig to the body. Vergil, on the other hand, he'll get up after getting dropped.